Welcome to our discussion about cybersecurity. We'll go through some key points and reasons for different cybersecurity techniques and other ways to amplify how you can keep your system more secure.
Okay, so what is cybersecurity?
Put simply, cybersecurity is protecting your digital systems from any other external threat. A hacker's main motivation is to access and damage or steal data or other pieces of information. So, cybersecurity is the practice of protecting the computers, servers, networks, and digital systems from any sort of unauthorized access.
Okay, so where is cybersecurity mostly applied and what are the types of cybersecurity threats?
So, as I said, is applied on digital systems and they can be applied on any sort of system to protect it from any sort of attack. So, there's different types of cyber threats that people need to be aware of, which can range from viruses, worms, and Trojan horse to DOS attacks, and obviously through one by one about each one.
Okay, so what about password security?
Now, there's a few main points that you need to remember to keep your password secure, and that's that the password must have a mix of characters and symbols. This is because if your password was only letters or numbers, it's a lot easier to guess. Secondly, it isn't something that's used often, like in other apps. Your password must be different in each different app. This, improves security. Somebody finds your password to your Netflix account, for example, that can't be the same password you use for your bank account. So yeah, that's one of the main things about passwords that you need to remember.
Okay, then what about phishing attacks? What does it mean? What do you think about phishing attacks?
Phishing is when you use an email, like attackers use emails impersonating somebody else, and then to gain sensitive information. And this can be any sort of company. Usually it'd be like they would say that there's an emergency or something went wrong, and then they'd write an email claiming to be from a different place and then asking you at the end usually to either click a link to their website or for sensitive information or details, and that most companies already have all of your details. They're not going to ask you again, and oftentimes emails written like this on written by just random people, so they can include spelling errors and grammar mistakes and etc. And you can always just contact the email provider and see if they actually sent the email.
Okay, so then let's go to the next topic is the malware and ransomware. So what does it mean and where does it apply?
Malware, which stands for malicious software, and ransomware. Well, ransomware is a type of malicious software and refers to any sort of software that causes harm or threats to your system. This can range from viruses, Trojan horse, etc. Ransomware is a type of malware where they use that software to gain access to sensitive data, lock it or encrypt it, and then charge money for you to decrypt and re-access your own data.
So that's what ransom means here, or?
Yeah, they're basically asking for a ransom on your own data.
Okay.